NBA superstars nowadays make an obscene amount of cash. NBA superstar Stephen Curry signed a contract worth over $200 million and spans 5 years in 2017. That contract signed in 2017 was the largest contract in NBA history at that time. Do you wonder what happens to all this cash after retirement? Do NBA players mismanage their money, or do they save that money? Statistically, 60% of all NBA players go broke soon after retirement. Allen Iverson is only one NBA player who falls under this umbrella. After playing 14 years in the NBA, Allen Iverson accumulated over $200 million. After retiring in 2010, he went broke only 2 years later. After having to pay a debt of $860,000 to a jeweler, his accounts were drained. Allen Iverson does have a trust fund with money in it, but he cannot have access to it until the age of 55. Another NBA player that falls under this umbrella is Dennis Rodman. Dennis Rodman played a 14-year NBA career as well, but only managed to make $27 million. However, in 2012, Dennis Rodman was sued over $800,000 by his ex-wife. Instead of paying the debt, which he could not afford, he had to spend 20 days in jail. NBA players like Allen Iverson and Dennis Rodman, amongst many others, mismanage their money and decisions and go broke soon after retirement. Shaquille O'Neal, on the other hand, is a great phenomenon to this statistic. Shaquille O'Neal is now known as a great businessman. However, he didn't start always as a great businessman. There's a saying, to succeed, you must fail multiple times before. Many of Shaq's first failures were these get-quick-rich schemes. He invested millions into these schemes and got back zero. All of them were scams. A particular scam was his paper company. This paper company told Shaquille O'Neal that many schools, as well as the government, invested in their company. So why shouldn't he? After hearing that talk, Shaquille O'Neal invested over $1 million and soon after found out it was a scam and lost all of his money. Another failure Shaq always likes to talk about is quite the opposite. Instead of investing millions of dollars into a company, he decided not to invest. Howard Schultz came up to Shaquille O'Neal one day and asked him to think about purchasing some franchises of Starbucks in Africa. Shaquille O'Neal told Schultz instead that his family didn't drink coffee and he didn't think any other black people drink coffee as well. Meanwhile, Magic Johnson decided to take the leap and purchase a total of 105 of these franchises in Africa and sold them in 2010 for over $70 million. $70 million that Shaq lost. Shaquille O'Neal learned from all these failures and was able to build who he is today as a great businessman. An example of him owning these franchises and making millions is Five Guys Burgers and Fries. Recently, Shaquille O'Neal sold his total of 155 franchises of Five Guys after investing $700,000 and sold them for over $100 million. Shaquille O'Neal not only owns franchises in Five Guys, he also owns franchises in Krispy Kreme. He also owns some franchises in Auntie Anne's as well as Papa John's. But not only does he appear in commercials for Papa John's, he also has some deals with The General as well as Icy Hot. Shaquille O'Neal might not be the smartest man alive. Without the background knowledge like Elon Musk or Bill Gates, he was still able to succeed in the business world. Shaquille O'Neal's story is inspiring for people that want to start investing. It shows that you might not have to know the knowledge of investing, but as long as you are responsible with your money and your decision making, you can always make more money.